This thing, you need some power.
Yeah, girl, can you give me a touch up? I just need a little. Oh yeah, just give me a right here. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Right. My chin. Ooh. All right. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Pit Stop at Home, where we are reviewing every single episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12. And with me today, her barbecue is not canceled. Make some noise for Miss Jujubee. Ow! I keep saying make some noise because I've been doing these at home like digital shows. So, but like no one's like
nobody's making any noise.
So, okay, have you been enjoying this season so far?
Absolutely. It's fun to see queens who've been watching us on television go and compete because you know they have this version of what Drag Race is going to be. They walk into the room and their feet hurt and they complain about everything. And it's exciting.
Nothing can prepare you for being on Drag Race. And I've known a lot of girls who've gone back and done it. And they were like, not even being on Drag Race can prepare you for being on Drag Race. Because you get back, you're like, this is f***ing insane. So last week, the Widow went home, which I was very sad about, to be quite frank. And now all the girls are sitting around the couch being like, I've won 3, you've won 2, you won some. And then Jackie and Crystal were like, and we showed up each week. Like,
and here we are.
And Jackie's not feeling it. Like, how do you think Jackie's feeling about, not winning any challenges? Plus, she was just in the bottom last week.
Now it's like she has something to prove. You know what I mean? Like, she better be in the top because she's not just going to be in the bottom. And she hasn't won anything yet. So,
I gotta say, honestly, if it's this late in the game, it's episode 10 and you haven't won anything, Mama, at this point, you're just buying time. Like, I don't think you can win Drag Race at this point. Is that wrong to say? Am I talking out of turn?
I think there's some truth to that, but I also think that maybe you can fly by, butterfly.
Are you relating to yourself? Is this your own narrative being played out in front of your eyes?
Maybe. And yeah. Okay, because listen, on season 2, I made it to top 3 without winning one single thing aside from that reading challenge. And that was shady as f***.
But here's my question, and I'm not being shady. Tell me if I'm being shady. When you got to the finale, did you actually think you could win? When Tyra and Raven were you like, I could still do this? Or were you like, at least I'm still getting craft services?
Well, but see, there's good juju and then there's bad juju, and I think it's kind of split down the middle because there was a part of me that was like, oh, I still get free lunch. And then the other part was like, whoa, I got this far. I think I could make it to the end. And girl, you know me. I have like the best outlook on any sour situation. So I was just making the best out of it. And I was seeing how many things I could steal.
So it is time for the Makeover Challenge, and they are making over. This is probably one of my favorite ones so far. Drag Race Superfans. These are people who think they're going to be there just to sit in the audience, bitch, flip the switch. They are fully going to be in the episode. Now, tell me about your Makeover Challenge on season 2.
So our Makeover Challenge, we had to make over an older gentleman into our drag mothers. So that was my challenge, and my lady named herself. She showed up with Contessa Touche. That was her drag name.
And how did you do in the Makeover Challenge?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that question because I love talking about it, Bob. I was in the bottom, and I had to lip sync against Pandora Box, my friend, and I had to send her home. And you know how hard that was for me, right?
But you're such a good lip syncer. Those girls are probably nervous to lip sync against you. You have done some of the most legendary lip syncs. That your lip syncs have ranged from like assassin, sassy, tears. One of the most crying lip syncs of all times. Now, Jada gets to assign what queen goes to what superfan. Do you think she's being sneaky? What do you think about this?
I think she's choosing whoever she wants, which is great because that's her first choice. But everybody else, I think she literally is like, you look like you could be related. Here you go. So I think that she was doing them a favor.
I agree. So let's go to the runway. Category is Family Resemblance. Who are your favorites this week? Or no, it's too few to do favorites. Who's your favorite?
Honestly, the one that sticks out the most to me right now is Crystal Method. Because I think it's so cute. It's so weird. It's like 2 monster dolls came to life and it's on the the main stage. And I never expected to see this kind of drag portrayed, and I appreciate it.
And the thing that you and I both know is, Mama, that is the drag that people go crazy for in the club. So who was your least favorite? And be real.
Okay.
Be real.
Because the challenge was what it was supposed to be, my least favorite had to be Heidi and Honey.
I gotta say, yeah. I mean, let me say this. When Rue came to the table, before they said anything, I said, "Oh my gosh, she looks like that. She looks like Donna Summer."
Right.
That was literally before she even mentioned disco. I was like, "Oh my gosh, she looks like Donna Summer." That is so crazy. So from here to here, I think she really considered her drag daughter. From here down, she just left her in the dust. I mean, everyone knows there's a wall of fabric. Bitch, we all know there's a wall riddled with fabric. If my crunchy ass can make 2 outfits, and you can make 2 in the time it takes you to get to the runway.
I don't know what was going on in Heidi's head. I'm sure there was a lot of stuff. I mean, they definitely did spend a lot of time probably getting to know each other, and I'm sure the emotions stretched on, but in this competition, you kind of have to just be in it.
We can't talk about your childhood while I'm sewing. We can't be like, now tell me more about the fact that you got bullied as a kid. What was that like? You know what I mean?
You really do have to multitask, and you have to wear every single hat, because you're not only the makeup artist for Honey, but you're getting her dress, you're making her an outfit, you're making sure she feels great because you're supposed to be her drag mother, right? That's the real challenge. It's like you have to be the drag mother and
do drag at the same time.
At the same time.
You have to be at the mirror being like, yeah, I survived cancer. What were you saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
5 minutes of the main stage.
Right. And then the crazy part is, girl, nobody knows you have to make it all look effortless. And it has to be gracious. And, Heidi just fell behind. And I think it was just because she's not as seasoned as the other girls. Maybe that's what it was. Or maybe her confidence fell.
So let's talk about some of the other looks. What do you think about Jackie's look? She's doing this like romper, but then the other one's like a long thing, mother-daughter fantasy. Thoughts?
They look like they're related to each other. I wish that there was just more. I mean, I think the hair looks really beautiful, but I think it could be elevated.
In my opinion, wearing the same wig mirrored is just too easy. In my opinion. Also, not when Lil Snaky Cox does a split and they're like, Jackie, can you do it?
I know, she set herself up for that, huh? Can you do the splits, Bob?
Girl, hell to the no. I can't, girl, the answer is no. I can barely walk up a flight of stairs.
Bitch, I split checks.
Let's talk about Gigi Good. So she got a critique that it was too simple. Do you agree?
I do. And I'm pretty obsessed with Gigi Good because I think that she's so fantastic. And, she looks beautiful and all that, but, she's a look queen. And I feel like if you're going to be a look queen, bring more. Because you get to do 2 of you for this one. But her story and the BB Bad, that was really cute.
Yeah, the name was great, but I also feel like it was a swing coat. It was a swing coat with a zipper up the back, and she was like, me and my mom designed it. Someone else, I was like, there's a lot of cooks in this kitchen.
But you know what, Bob? You know what would have elevated that entire runway is if they revealed something. If they took off their jackets and they were wearing something, like even if it was something simple, it would have been that element of surprise. And I think the judges would have went in, and this could have been Gigi's 4th win.
I think what she was also trying to do was get something that was pretty shapeless so that if a bigger person or a smaller person shows up, you can put them in it as well, which is smart. Now, Jada looks absolutely gorgeous. This like matching red stoned dress with a marabou or ostrich.
Bitch, it was pigeon.
No, but she looked really gorgeous in this outfit, and she made them both. She lucked out because she got a girl who fit it perfectly. She probably did some tailoring there.
It seems to me that perhaps the girls there should be very scared of Jada because she's coming for them. And just the tailoring of those dresses and like the hair and the makeup, the resemblance was pretty cool.
And this was a good example of not wearing the exact same hair, but still having family resemblance. I think Jackie Cox took it way too literal, mirrored images of hair, whereas Jada had 2 different styles of hair, but they both looked great and they were different colors.
They looked like they were 2 people from the same collection. So it was just like, it was just perfect.
From the legendary House of Essence. So Jada has won. This is her third win. Her and Gigi are now tied. And then in the bottom two with 0 wins is Crystal and
Jackie.
First of all, how do you feel about Jada's win?
I think Jada deserved to win. Definitely. She did a great job. It could have gone either way with her, to be really honest, because just watching the rehearsal, I was like, oh gosh, I could see this go really, really, really terribly. But she pulled through, and I think Jada has this really motherly thing about her, and I think that was the whole point of the challenge. She like knocked it right into her child, and she made sure that bitch did it, or she would beat her ass.
I could have seen Jada or Crystal winning.
Mm-hmm.
Like either one would have been like, yep, that makes sense. I would have not been upset either way.
Now, do you think this was Crystal's chance to get her first win?
I think this was Crystal's chance to get a win. Like in my heart of hearts, I felt like this was her challenge to win, and now it's just like hanging out until she goes home.
Right.
Is that horrible? Can I say that?
I think people forget that like when we're at this point in the competition, if you're not in the top, you're in the bottom. And that's just how it is.
No one's back in the Untucked Lounge hanging out. We're all on stage. The bottom two are Jackie and Heidi, and they're lip syncing to Alex Newell, Kill the Lights. What do you think of this lip sync?
First of all, I think it is perfect for what they're wearing. I mean, the two 70s queens are performing to disco. It's like perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. Okay, let me take a brief moment to talk about lip syncing for your life, because when you're watching it at home, it feels fun. It's like, oh my goodness. When you are standing on that stage and RuPaul looks into your mother soul, she looks through you and she goes, the time has come, and the lights go for you to lip sync, and that big old jib swoops down in front of you for your life. And then RuPaul's nostrils flare and flames come from under her chair. She's lifted into the air and her dragons are circling over your head while you're lip syncing. That's what it feels like. When they say lip sync for your life, you're like, bitch, I might die. Okay. I stay making controversial statements. I think Jackie lost the lip sync.
I don't disagree with you.
Because for me, it was kind of like her presidential challenge. It was one note the entire time through. Like maybe create a narrative, like do things with what tell a story as opposed to presenting an archetype. She's like, I'm the crazy ex-lover, but what is the ex-lover doing besides looking crazy? You know what I mean?
I'm there with you because, you know, as an audience member, you don't know that that's happening unless you're being told that's happening. And I definitely wouldn't have gotten that story, right? My eyes were on Heidi the whole time. And I don't know if it was because of the sequins, but she gave it. When she played the drums, girl, that's when I lost it.
Oh, the bongos were great. Also, total side note, Heidi's wig this episode was probably the worst wig of the season.
Did you think it was too big? I didn't mind it.
It wasn't too big. It just kind of looked like, you know when a wig is big, but you can see through it? If you have a big wig on, I should be able to see what's behind your wig. I saw everything behind this bitch's wig. I was like, someone's sneaking up on your bitch.
You know what? I actually was, when I was watching, I actually was thinking if Heidi and Honey just switched wigs, I think it would have made each of their outfits look a little bit better.
I think maybe if Heidi would have taken Honey's wig and then Heidi took her wig and put it in the trash, that probably would have been really great. So do you agree with Heidi and Jackie being in the bottom? Is that your bottom too?
Yeah, I top them any day.
Oh my, Jesus Christ. They're Heidi and Jackie. Yeah.
I mean,
they're the bottom two.
Because like when you look at all the other queens and their drag daughters, who else could be in the bottom?
I agree.
And I think we have to remind people that they're picking the worst out of the best.
Let's talk about the outcome. Shantae, you both stay. They both get to stay.
Okay.
I want to hear your thoughts before I tell mine.
Bob, I think that moment is gorgeous. As somebody who's experienced that, it's pretty freaking cool because you think you're gonna go home and then Ru tells you you get to stay. I don't care. I'm happy for the both of them. I was like clapping. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say Jackie should have gone home. I know. But I still think Jackie has more to show us. I like her.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I like them both. I like them both. It's just my opinion. Whenever you have these two queens. Because there were no double saves my season. My season had one of the only double eliminations, actually.
And y'all deserved it. Y'all deserved it.
As far as TV goes, being in that moment, if I was Jackie and Hyde, I'd have been like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Watching it from home, I was like, I need someone to go home. I need someone to go home. Because one of you is gonna go home eventually anyway. And as a viewer, Mama, I need closure.
Yeah, I get it. I get it, girl. I get it. But you know what? That means you're just gonna tune in next week to see what happens, right, bitch?
But at this point, RuPaul's like, no one goes home. By the way, I'm bringing back all the other girls. Also now, all the super fans, you are also now contestants. We have taken your car keys away. We have taken your cell phones. Your families have been notified. Lock the doors. So let's talk about the iconic double save. Girl, the iconic double save from All Stars 1. You and Raven are dressed like supervillains. And just, I mean, buckets. You are crying. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, you know, right before we went on stage, I like kind of realized that the name of the song was Dancing on My Own, and I like, you know, I'm not a dumb bitch, so I was like, we're gonna be like separated. So that kind of killed me, and I knew that if she was gonna go home, she probably would have been like, no, like, it's cool, Juju can stay, and it would have been the same thing with me.
Wait, whoa, stop the mother presses this goddamn dick licking minute. You're telling me that if you would have been saved, you would have gone home? You would have, I'm going home, so that Raven could stay?
At that moment in time, yeah, absolutely, because we worked so hard together. Where you going, Miss Winner? Chicken dinner?
But there is $100,000 on the line. If my mom was there, I'd be like, Mom, I love you. You need to go home. All right, Jujubee, the favorite question, who should go home and why? No, I'm kidding. Who do you think is going to win this season? You got to pick right now.
If I have to pick right now, I'm
going to
pick Jada. That's my winner. Jada Essence Hall. That is my winner.
I was saying Gigi Good was going to win for a long time, but for the last 3 episodes, she has been toward the bottom, and Jada has really shown that she is a real contender for this crown. So I'm up in the air, but based on right now, I'm going to say Jada Essence Hall. It was Gigi, it was Gigi's game, and now I think it is Jada's game to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree with that, because I think when girls start out in the competition really high, there's nowhere else to go. Like, there's literally nowhere else to go but down, right? You climb up slowly. Sometimes you get seen towards the end, and I think the way that Jada's playing this game, like, she's a pageant queen. She knows what she's doing.
Jujubee, thank you so much for joining. You are so fun to chat with. You are one of the funniest drag queens I know, honestly.
Well, you know what, girl? I love your energy, and I thrive off of yours, so I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you, my queen.
See you on TV. And listen, do not forget to tune in next week where we will be reviewing episode 11 of season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Peace.
Do you want everything RuPaul's Drag Race at your fingertips? Then head over to YouTube now and subscribe to the RuPaul's Drag Race channel, and you will get all the episodes of everything you ever want, including brand new episodes of What You Packin'. Hi.